Hello, welcome to the Highland Wolf Strength YouTube channel. I've been documenting my recovery from scaphoid fusion surgery, or I think it's partial carpal fusion surgery. I'm now 16 days post surgery. I've got my hand in a brace now. I purchased this brace off of Amazon because it was way better than the one that I was supplied by um, Aberdeen Hospital. Um, yeah, so since my last post, I got my soft cast off about 3 days ago, and I've been using this since. Um, to be honest, it sucked. Wrist is still very sore. I was hoping that the swelling would go down quicker, but I'm just quite an impatient person. So, it is what it is. Um, I've got quite a large scar. You can see it runs from here down to here. So I actually measured it, it's a 6 inch long scar. You can see the wrist is kind of swollen up compared to the other one. And yeah, it just feels very stiff. So what I've got is actually a pin running into the scaphoid and the lunate bones, and then there's a few anchors in there to hold the pin into place. From speaking with the surgeon, Professor Alan Johnson, he's extremely happy with how the surgery went. He was actually super happy how good a job it went. You had to flip the lunate round because it had actually flipped on itself. But yeah, he's really happy with it. I'm actually really happy how neat the scar is, and I think it won't be very visible once it is properly healed up. Now, movement wise, this is 16 days post. So, my normal movement is like that. I've got everything with this. I've got finger movement. Now, I can clench them like that, but my fingers are still very swollen, and I can go a bit like that. But you see, trying to do a fist, my index finger, I've got such a pain running down here into here. You can actually see it moving my scar. It's very tight. And then my thumb movement is very restricted as well. Like I can move it in and out here, but to like try and like do a thumb, I've got quite a curly thumb. Do a thumb here, this one I've got it to here, and then the pain is just going right into here just now, and it just feels super tight, and it is sore. I'm not joking. The pain is it goes from a 0 to like an 8 or 9 pretty quick. Index finger, you can see how tight it is on the skin. You can see my knuckles on this hand, but this hand is still very swollen. You can see it. I am quite bad, and yeah, it's swollen all the way down to where the cast is, where the support is. The scar is very hard. I've been told to massage it gently. I've been told to keep my finger movement going. I've got my first physio session on Thursday, so this is Saturday. So in about 5 6 days time, I will have my first physio session, and then when I saw the professor on Tuesday, I've got another appointment with him in 6 weeks' time, and they will re-X-ray me as well. Because on the X-ray between the scaphoid and the lunate, you can still see a dark line, but because he's wanting these two bones to fuse together, that line should disappear completely soon. But he loved the way that the two bones fitted together, how strong he managed to get the pin in, and before surgery, he said I might get like 60, 65% strength back in my wrist. Now he's performed this surgery, he's reckoning 85-90%, if not more. So, I mean, for me, that is a strength sort of guy. I like my stone lifting, deadlifting, things like that. Um, it'd be good to get back to some sort of lifting. I don't think I'll be back to stone lifting in the same capacity as what I've done in the past. You know, I've lifted some of Scotland and Iceland's heaviest stones, and last year I won Scotland's strongest stone lifter and Britain's strongest stone lifter competition. But I think those days are past, but never say never. You know, if I'll just have to judge that, but I know I've got a long road to recovery because this is 16 days post surgery. So, you know, I've got 6 to 12 months of rehab to go. I'll try and move my wrist. So, just I'm trying not to move my fingers. So there is some movement there, but that's basically it. And it just goes, you feel the tightness and the pain just in this area here. But overall, I'm pretty happy with how it started. My wife's got the patience of a saint and been very helpful. I would recommend these off of Amazon. Free two, you call them. It's a very comfortable. It's got a nice cover on the inside that your hand slips into. It's nice and soft on the scar. Um, yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that there is, but no, it's just pretty early on. I need to learn to have a bit of patience. I'm the kind of guy that likes to get stuff done, but I just need to learn to take each day as it comes. Basically, it's not going to be easy, but yeah, I'm not back to work yet. I really don't think I would be capable of doing my job properly just now because the pain's still quite intense if you move in the wrong direction. It just takes one. You almost sometimes forget that it's there, and then you go to move, and you're like, "Oh, wow! I wish I did not make that movement." So, um, yeah, it is what it is. I'm going to stay as positive as I can. I want to get back to lifting, but you know, family is way more important, and to be healthy for my boys and get out fishing or on the bikes or you know anything like that. That's what I want to really focus on going forward. Um, but yeah, I'm very blessed. So happy with how we are just now. Pain's still pretty bad if you move in the wrong position, but we're doing it. We're on it. We're on the road to recovery, and I'll give you another check in maybe after a couple of physio sessions or something. I don't want to have 1,000 videos, but this is the third video. I'll maybe do one after the next 6 weeks, and then maybe do like 4 months, 6 months. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, if this video helped you, please give me a like and a follow or a subscribe, and I'll keep doing them. Thank you very much.